everybody, and welcome back to Learn by Play here from Encounter Roleplay on the D&D channel. My name is Will. I'm a D&D sex icon. I'm back today with a full cast and crew of Learn by Play to head into another fun episode. And today we're going to get into some fun bits of combat, so it's going to be exciting. Let's go around the cast and crew, let's figure out who we are and who we're playing. Let's start with our very own Tool Squall tonight. Squall, how you doing, my friend?
I am doing good. I am looking forward to a combat episode, see what all is going on, and then, here on Wizard of the Coast with Learn by Play, seeing how this is going to all go down, reinventing the realms, all that stuff. I am playing Miguel, our Celestial Warlock Asimar, so all kinds of fun craziness in store. Let's make this happen.
Absolutely. We've also got Sid back with us tonight. Sid, how you doing?
I am excited to fight stuff. I'm very excited. I'm gonna take out all of my stress of the week onto this combat that we have. It's gonna be amazing. I'm playing Farron Hulling. She's a half-sun elf fighter with the archetype of Arcane Archer.
Great stuff. And we also have Greg, Grimjack21502 with us tonight. Greg, how you doing?
Oh, I couldn't be better, my friend. We are on Wizards of the Coast. It is the precipice of a battle. It's 5e. It's time to do this. I will be playing the Air Genasi Barbarian Zephyr. He's definitely ready for a fight. So I got to cut this short. I'll see you in a bit.
Great stuff. And we also have Chelsea, Little Red Dot with us tonight. Chelsea, how you doing?
I am so stoked to be here. Rufus is ready for some battle. He, of course, is our very large human monk. He's ready to crush some things with his big old hands.
And his forehead of doom.
And his forehead of light power doom.
That's right. Great stuff. Well, I'll remind you guys, in case you missed last week's show, what happened last week on the show. So here at Learn by Play, we do both actual play and, of course, we take moments away from the game to talk to you guys on what we call Tomb Insights for DM tips, world-building advice, and all sorts of other stuff as well that we fancy chatting about, Q&As and all that good stuff. But last week, the party were investigating Lord Neverember's tower. Lord Neverember hasn't been seen for several years, and they have reason to believe that he may hold one of Astarak's phylacteries in the tower, so they want to get inside to destroy it. Well, it's not quite as easy as that, but they use their contacts from Mutt's Tavern, which bizarrely seems to be able to reanimate itself whenever anything in the tavern gets destroyed, but more on that to follow, I'm sure. But nonetheless, they use their contacts there amongst the Tabaxi to meet He Reads Things, a Tabaxi scholar and demonologist who works within the Grand Library of Neverwinter. They learned from He Reads Things that the Zentarim are involved in protecting Lord Neverember's tower, specifically a gangster known as Soprano. The party managed to leverage information / intimidate He Reads Things enough for him to give them information that books on demons from the library are being smuggled into Lord Neverember's tower, never to be seen again, which is certainly some mighty suspicious behaviour. They set up a bit of a trap and they waited for Soprano to arrive later that evening. Of course, let us not forget the very, very, very quietly spoken and a man of few words that was Howard, the librarian of this place, who's actually a little bit too involved with the Zentarim than certainly he would like. But Soprano arrived, and Zephyr, along with their newest companion, Nepatak, the little child, who's actually a lich, but she's alright, we think. They managed to strike up a bit of a deal with Soprano, that Soprano would get them inside as long as Soprano was guaranteed exit out of the city of Neverwinter. While he was a powerful gangster in the city, he wants out because there's an army of undead on the horizon in a couple of weeks' time, and pretty much everyone who can get out of the city are trying to get out of the city, and luckily enough, Zephyr has a boat. They struck up a deal, but the two heavies that he was with were not quite so easily convinced. A fight has broken out just outside of the library. It is night time, and I believe we just began to roll initiative at the end of the last session. So that's the scenario as things stands. We've got the similarly built human Soprano who is, for all intents and purposes, on the party's side, despite being a bit of a villainous type. However, he will not be partaking in combat because he is by no means any kind of combat trained person. And we have two big burly, almost like half orcs, half ogres, who are rushing currently at Zephyr. The rest of the party are hidden away and are about to make their arrival. And it's just as Zephyr was about to make contact and attack for the party, that's where we ended the last session. So I may have saved the initiative order, or maybe I didn't. Looks like I didn't. So let's just re-roll initiative for the beginning of today's session. In fact, we may not have even rolled it last session, actually.
That's 10
I
for Miguel.
prepare everything. 10 for Miguel.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. I wanted to say, for what did go full Blessed Unrest, I went Rage whenever they were coming at me. So do I get that, or do I have to
you can
wait?
do that, yeah. We're in a moment of cinema there. Yeah, he's writing demonic fanfic, it's very likely. An 8 for Fair and Beautiful. Rufus has got the 16. Big man, but he moves fast. And a 6 for Zephyr. Alright, so we're going to roll for the heavies. I have a... Let's actually see, shall we? Because I have statistics. Oh, +3. These guys are faster than they look as well. It's the big guys that seem to be moving pretty quick on a 17. Oh boy.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. So we've got the heavies, then we've got Rufus on a 16, then we've got Miguel, Theron, and Zephyr. It's just top of round 1. Currently the two kind of big burly half-orc, half-ogres are fighting next to Zephyr. They're at least 7 feet tall, carry clubs, nail boards with them, anything that looks like they could cave a man's skull in with. They're kind of raconteurs of the streets, and they certainly are about to put their name to the test. Elsewhere, the party are hidden, and the party are hidden anywhere about 30 feet away, so you guys can keep that in mind. You're not that far away as we head into our Theatre of the Mind combat. So, they are acting first. Zephyr managed to get the kind of jump on them, but they're going to swing around and take some attacks against you, my good friend Zephyr. So, let's do some math, shall we? My favourite thing to do. They get multi-attack, so it's a +6, 16 to hit you, Zephyr.
No.
How about a 19?
That hits.
All right. I'll just roll the attacks on the other one as well. So number 2 rolled a natural 1, followed by a 25. So he redeemed himself on the second swing, despite the first one being a clumsy attempt at piercing through your armor. So that's like 2 hits, which are 1d8, 3. So a total of 16 points of damage, and you can roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
Don't ask why.
At all. None of this is good.
Yeah, Ogren's is 40k. But yes, these are my homebrew creation. An 11 is not quite enough to save Zephyr, so you can roll that twice, in fact.
Oh no.
Yeah, you can roll that twice.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a save on the second one. You're looking for 15 for future reference, and in case I forget, you take an additional points of 9 poison damage. The clubs, the bats, the short sword, whatever they're using, are poisoned as well, either with just rust and being this old mangy nail board that they're smacking you with, or they have coated some kind of poison upon it. Either way, that is their turn as they smack into you with heavy gun. And Rufus, it is your turn. You're about 30 feet away at this point.
Is he between us, or do I have a clear shot at them?
He's between you, but you could move in such a way to get line of sight.
All right, cool. So I would be within. Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna use a nice key point and blast some radiant sunbolt from my face. So Rufus rips off his disgusting homeless man gear in a dexterous big man kind of a way, and he, taps his bracers together, plants himself, and cast it from the tattoo in the middle of his forehead. So
Beautiful.
Radiant Sunbolt hit at a 26.
Oh, 26 is definitely a hit.
Nice. And 7 points of radiant damage.
Oh boy. Yeah, what does this look like?
Yeah. So he in fact has a tattoo in the middle of his forehead, a sun symbol, and it lights up and blast. And I'm actually going to use a key point to do it twice more.
Let's do it.
17?
17 is going to do it.
So that's 6 more, and a crit on the last one. Too much for his forehead
Not
to
a good
handle.
time. Yeah, the forehead just stopped.
Yeah, so he gets the first two, and they kind
Beautiful.
of shoot from his forehead.
And would you like both a 7 damage and a 6 damage to be on the same heavy, or would you like it to be on separate?
Yeah, let's do one. We're gonna try to
Let's
take
do
them down
one.
one at a time. Yep.
Okay.
So yeah,
Beautiful.
whichever one seems closest.
Okay, so Miguel, it is your turn, my friend.
So Miguel had been waiting up there with his packed weapon materialize his hand, his serpent wing heavy crossbow. He looks down the length of it and is going to take 2 shots because I took that Eldritch Invocation. Let's see what happens.
Beautiful.
Ooh, on a nat 20 on the first shot.
Oh, damn! This is going to be like that last combo. 13 nat 20s, I can tell already.
Yeah. So he... I'm going to say that as he looks down, he sees the bright blast emanate out of Rufus's forehead, and basically it just lights up this guy's head with a bullseye on it, almost like a radiant glow. And Miguel was just like, "Oh, that is pretty," and shoots right at it for 19 piercing damage through that big old melon.
Right, I am actually going to have to perform maths, ladies and gentlemen. Watch me as I do it. Yes, I have done math. Congratulate me. Good stuff, yeah. This crossbow just, like I say, you illuminated this guy. It's almost like he's got a fairy fire around him as Rufus's kind of magic just bursts off like the sun. You get him square in the chest, and you hear him go... Does not look pleased about it. Miguel, is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I actually can take a second action because
that's right,
my
of course,
Eldritch
you just
packed
said,
the blade. I'm going to shoot the serpent wing crossbow again for another nat 20.
Double kill! It's gonna be one of those days.
Oh yeah, and with the he just right back at that same lit up target. So that did not take you down. Let's try that again and shoot him for another 21 points. For 21 points of piercing damage.
Holy cow!
This guy is somehow still standing. You got 2 crits on him. He is like the the berserker at Helm's Deep, like bring it down, bring it down. And this guy is just like 2 crossbow bolts, like a Boromir mode right now. He's still alive somehow.
Just double checking. It is magical damage because it's my packed weapon.
Yeah, he's not getting any reductions on that. They don't.
Okay, just double checking.
They luckily enough do not have any resistances, but yeah, just go straight into his chest, pummeling and punching through that heavy plate armor. Anything else, Miguel?
I think I've done enough.
Yeah, I've done. My work here is done.
I kind of wish it was a shotgun because it'd be just like, get ready for the next round.
There you go, great stuff. That takes it to Farron's turn.
Okay, so from last time I remember I was hiding in a bush, but I could see them and they couldn't see me.
Yep, that's
Okay,
pretty much how it is, yeah.
So I'm gonna use my new vicious longbow.
Ooh, that'd be nice to get some crits on.
Don't jinx it. A 12.
12 is not quite enough.
I didn't think so. I don't want to use my action surge yet.
What level are you guys? I've forgotten. 4?
We're 5th.
5th. You should have, extra attack at 5, right, fighter?
I don't know, I haven't put it down.
Yeah, you got extra attacks. You can take
Well,
a
we're
second
gonna
shot.
try again.
Yeah, you're a fighter. You have extra attack.
Too many games, too many levels. There it
Yeah,
is.
I know. It's an 18.
18 is a hit.
With our other game.
I'm trying to make you guys roll sanity checks here as well. It's fine.
Yeah, I was like, no, I'm playing a warlock, but that's not the game.
Another
18.
world. 18's a hit. Roll that damage.
A 7.
7. Nice. 7 on the same target or on the other one that hasn't taken damage yet?
The same one.
Okay, beautiful. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Farron?
No, I want to try and stay sort of hidden in this bush.
Yeah, he's definitely registered that something has just come out from that bush.
Yeah.
But he's pretty preoccupied with everything else going on around him right now. Okay, that takes it to Zephyr's turn.
Okay, so as he called in his rage right before they hit, thank God, he is going to use his bonus action for his Blessed Unrest to call down the lightning from the sky as it's collected above and strike the wounded one first. So it's a dex save.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
For just the first one? Yep.
Yeah, just it's only one target. Yeah.
Cool. That's a nat 20 from me. He's gonna dodge as nimbly out the way, having been so hurt before.
That should be no damage because it was only a 1 anyway. So
Okay.
Just
Yeah, he got a crit. I think that's fair enough.
Right, absolutely. Okay, so with the Warhammer out and his shield up, he is going to take a reckless attack. So I need to declare that as I will be rolling twice, which means that they will be rolling with advantage against me.
Copy that.
But let's do this. Nat 20.
Oh my!
Yeah.
All right, let's start the count now, please. Because all right.
Okay.
Was that 4 from all of us?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
So,
It's been 20 minutes.
okay, so with the one there, and then I get an extra. Whoops. What do I have now that I'm something with my rage, and I don't remember what it is. No, I don't have brutal critical yet.
Yeah, didn't buff. Or something.
Okay, so that's 12 plus an additional 2 for the rage up on it, so it'd be 14 total.
14 total on the first one. Okay.
On the injured
Yeah, injured one.
Yep.
Is very much so on his last legs at this point. You smashed him pretty damn good, but still just managing to stand with all of these critical attacks on him.
Okay, so with another reckless attack, he's going to attack the same one again.
Yeah.
16.
16's a hit.
Or 19, excuse me.
Yes, you're right. Yeah. 19's definitely a hit.
So, yeah, 6 bludgeoning plus the rage is counted in on that one, so that was
Nice.
a terrible roll.
That is fine. How would you like to kill this thug?
As dismissively as is humanly possible. Zephyr's going to see him just get hit by everybody, and so with almost a backhand swipe of the hammer, he just scoots him out of the way and throws him with the trash in the alleyway as he faces his total concentration on the one that is untouched in front of him.
Nice. Perfect. You watch he just falls backwards with a huge smack, dead. That takes it to the top of round 2, I believe, and maybe 3, I'm not counting. But heavies, it's their turn. Well, the heavy, the one that is left, is going to turn in towards Zephyr and try and put some damage down on him. So, Zephyr, it's a +6, I believe. So it's actually a 15.
That's a miss, but he has advantage.
Oh, you're
on
right.
me
So yes, thank you. 21 will hit, and then the second multi-attack is a 16, which will miss. So you've got to make a Constitution saving throw. You are going to take 5 points of bludgeoning.
Saving throws.
Yeah, the save is not quite enough, despite the +7, which means you take an additional 2d6, 6 points of poison damage.
Round down or up for the 5. Do you want me to take a 2 damage or a 3 damage for the bludgeoning?
We'll round you down.
Okay. 8 total. Thank you very much.
That is what happens then. And then, but wait, there's more. You guys will watch as, he watches his friend go down, he clubs Zephyr a couple of times, and then you hear something from the street corner. It sounds like the sound of magic being cast, and that slightly ozone-y smell comes into play. You look over for a second, and I'm going to give everyone a chance to give me a quick perception check here to see if they pick up on what this is. Yeah, that guy got owned. I've never seen a guy go down quicker than that. It's like 3 crits. Okay, dead.
That makes 5.
Oh, no way. Is that right? Oh, just damn it. Trying to kill you guys. I mean, I'm so happy for you all. Yeah, no, let's see. So, Rufus is definitely going to catch this. Farron is definitely going to catch this. You spot a figure in dark robes. Looks to be some kind of old man. For a second, appear, summon some things, and then disappear. The things that you see him summon appear to be hounds, dogs. And they look just like the ones that you saw when you were in Avalon before, these blink dogs. And they are going to get a chance to... That's not that. That's the spell blink. They're going to get a chance to act here in just a second. So let me roll their initiative. Gonna roll them back in here at the top of the round. They got a 17, so they are gonna go straight away. As they are summoned forth from this mysteriously robed figure in black. They're going to bamf in towards you. You've seen them sort of teleporting before. They move in and out of existence in the course of half a second and can appear rapidly next to you. And each of you are going to have at least one dog on you as... Let me find where I wrote this down. 8 of them appear. Okay, so 8 of them appear. So, he focuses on Zephyr in order to try, it looks like, to try and save the thug who is fighting and to clearly help out this rather beleaguered individual. So they have advantage on this attack, am I correct, Skrig?
Technically, I don't know how that works. I attacked, I think it's the target of my attack gives me, but they entered into combat. I'd say they probably do because I'm wildly swinging.
Yeah.
So
what's it called? Reckless?
I'd say yes. Yeah, it's reckless, so I mean, I would say that...
doing so gives advantage on melee attacks, but attack rolls against you have advantage until your next turn. So yeah. So when you come back in and yeah, the battle attempt. Okay, cool. So they're going to come out with advantage. It's a 16 against you, Zephyr, not enough. Second one's coming in on a 18. Is that on?
I'm good.
Yeah, good, nice. Third one on an 18 as well. Oh, just yapping at you. These three kind of just trying to get in on you, but they just can't quite reach you. Miguel, you're going to have a 19 to hit you. Yeah, that's going to do it.
Yeah, it's going to do it.
It's okay, though. The damage is small. Oh, no. Sorry, max damage. 7 points. 7 points of damage on Miguel, just chipping away there. Second one's going to come in on you for a 12 to hit. Not enough. Not enough. Rufus, 14. And a 16.
Nope.
All right. Last one on Farron is a 9. So these hounds kind of bound in. These 8 of them just suddenly appear, reappear next to you, and start jabbing in with these tentacle-like protrusions from their backs and biting at you with their jaws and claws. So that is their turn, and it's going to hand over to Rufus on the 16 here.
Okay, so I have how many in my space? 2?
You got 2 on you.
Okay, that's enough. So I get 3 attacks if I do unarmed, which I will. 16?
A 16 is a hit, I'm pretty sure.
Yes!
It is.
25.
Nice.
And a 14. Maybe not the last one.
No, even the 14's a hit.
Woo! Okay, great. 1, 2, and 3. So that looks like 20 points of damage to them. I would say we'll do one dog gets 2 strikes and another gets the last 5. So
okay, so we got a 15 damage on one and a 5 on another.
Yeah, pow, 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 and I'm just like punching him in the face.
Nice. They do not go down, but they do not like being punched in the face by you whatsoever.
Most people don't.
Arr, arr, arr. All right. So let's see. That takes it to anything else you got, Rufus?
I don't think so. I'm not going to use the key point this round. So.
Okay. Good stuff. Miguel, it's your turn. You got a couple of hounds on you.
So I'm just going to pick one of them in front of me, and I basically let the crossbow dissipate. It disappears, and I pull out my daggers, which are in my belt, one of which is my dagger of venom, the other, which is just a normal dagger. And I'm going to do my 3 attacks because they're light weapons. So beautiful. Dagger. Dagger of venom, first attack. Ooh, a 13.
13 is not going to cut it.
Dagger, 22 for the second one.
That'll do it.
Which will do for 8 piercing damage.
Nice. All right.
That was nice. And then my offhand dagger is a 14. I think you said hit.
14's a hit.
Which only does 2 piercing damage. So for a total of 10 damage on the
first doggo. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
kind of, as you sink the dagger down in towards it, but not quite dead. Anything else you want to do, Miguel?
No, because it takes an action for me to have the coat the dagger. So
cool. Okay, that is Miguel's turn. Ferrin, it is your go. You got one hound on you at the moment.
Okay. Fun. Let's. Okay, I'm gonna try. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my longbow on it, but since it's right next to me, I kind of want to try and use this vanishing arrow and just like shoo it away.
Okay.
So
Sure.
I'm gonna infuse this arrow with magic.
Do you have a disadvantage if a creature within 5 foot of you making a ranged
Well, I'm
attack?
wondering if I can just like take an arrow and stab it like a dagger, because it's right next to me.
You could make like a melee attack to do that, and I'd let you use the banishment effect on it.
Okay.
But it wouldn't
That's
be
what
like
I'm
a
gonna try.
ranged attack, so you wouldn't get
Yeah,
your, But then you wouldn't get disadvantage. So, yin and yang.
That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
Cool, okay.
Okay. So what am
So,
okay.
D20 plus your dex, but no proficiency.
Sweet. Okay.
It's gonna pull a Legolas.
A 15?
15's good, yeah. Is it charisma saving throw? I should know this by now.
Yes.
Okay, it's flat D20. Roll a 6.
No.
No.
He's gone.
Okay, so the dog on you is banished. How long is it banished for?
Until the end of its next turn.
Okay, so it comes back in at the top of next turn. Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Cool. But it can't act because it's in its turn. Cool. Do you want to move at all or any bonus actions?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of the bush now.
Okay.
And I go help out.
Okay.
So, yeah. Out of the bush, far enough away where when the dog comes back, it won't be in biting distance of me.
Yep. Okay. Yep. You can definitely move at least 30 feet away. You've seen him teleport further than that, but it would have to move to get towards you at the very least.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. Nice arrow, dagger, stab, banish, run. Great stuff. End of your turn.
Can I attack again on the other people?
Sure, I'd let you do that. I mean,
That's not what I wanna do.
normally not, but it's fun.
It's a 12 anyway, so it
Yeah, 12 isn't quite enough.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, we
don't
can
know.
veto that you did it. Maybe it's cooler if you didn't try.
Yeah, I just didn't.
so-
Cut that part out. If whoever's editing this was supposed
Yeah,
to.
we'll do this all in post.
Cut it out. Cut it
Cut
out.
it out. Thank you. So we have no way of guaranteeing that will happen. In fact, I can guarantee that it won't. happen.
It's not gonna happen.
It's not going to happen, but this is reality. Okay, so that's Farron's turn. Zephyr, it is your turn. Surrounded by 3 of the blink doggos.
3 dogs and the
One heavy.
ogre is still.
That's
The,
right.
the ogre is still engaged, right?
He's still engaged, all right?
Awesome. I'm going to attack, and it's not going to be reckless, as I
It's more
can't
moderate.
afford. Right. It's a
well thought out, planned attack.
right. A calculated attack.
Calculated strike. Oh, not quite calculated enough.
Okay, and the second one this is one of the dogs.
Okay.
I'm picking just. I think they're all unhurt. So
Yeah, they are, yeah. 10
Jesus.
is not enough, unfortunately. Just kind of just dives out of the way as you bring the warhammer down to the space where its cranium would have been.
right.
Anything else?
I got to stay engaged with all these guys because I'm gonna get 4 attacks of opportunity. So
Sure.
yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna stay engaged. Help me.
Alright, that is Zephyr's turn. It's round 4. The Heavy's going to take his go, and suddenly a lot more emboldened by this sudden appearance of allies. Did not look like he was expecting these allies either. Kind of looks surprised as these hounds are not fighting him. Just kind of gets a stupid grin over his face and sort of cruel look as he slams back into Zephyr once again. The multi-attack for a 21 is going to hit. Which is another con save for you, Zephyr. And you will be taking math. Yep, taking 6 points of bludgeoning, and the con save is a fail, unfortunately. So the extra 2d6 is poison, so 5. Half the 6 down to 3 for that damage. So emboldened, but not the strongest of strikes, as the hammers and clubs just sort of raining down upon Zephyr as he's just got both hands slamming down into you. However, it is the turn for the blink doggos, and all of them are currently still standing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go, math. Cool. So Oh, I've got one too many somewhere, so let's take one off Rufus. So, Rufus, we got 2 attacks on you. 11 and a 9. Not going to get there whatsoever. So let's take that to Miguel's doggos. A 9 and an 18? Yeah.
Is that a hit?
18 should do it, right? I'm going to roll a damage either way. 2 points of damage on Miguel as the doggo just comes in and starts biting at your ankle, and it's just kind of got your ankle in its mouth. Zephyr's going to take the strikes here, not at advantage. 14, a 16, and a 7. None of them going to get there. Manages to once again just parry away a series of attacks. And the one that Farron has banished at the end of its turn will reappear. And is unable to act at the end of his turn, but kind of just... and then looks back to where Farron is in a confused and then angry look. That takes it to Rufus's turn. Not particularly effective for them, but it's good for you guys.
So I have 2 on me.
2 on you, yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna just try to finish these 2 off. So I'm gonna use all 3 of my attacks, my unarmed again, with them in or within range. At a 19, a 16, and a 16.
Free old hit.
Punching dogs today. I don't. Don't condone that. Don't do that at home. Okay. And
don't do this at home.
don't do this at home.
For those playing along at home.
So, what is that? 11, 18 points?
Okay, so the first 2 sink into the first hound and it dies, and then the second sinks into the second, which is still alive. How do you want to banish this dog from existence?
Oh, I get to banish it?
Well, I mean, it dies.
Okay, I want to kill it. I grab it by the throat, and I'm going to smash it into the ground.
Nice.
Punch his face.
Where normally it should be, a body on the floor, a corpse left behind, it dissipates into blue mist and just kind of is gone from existence. Doesn't leave behind a bloodied or charred corpse or anything like that. Anything else you want to do, Rufus? You could move.
So that was 1 of 2?
1 of 2, yeah. You've still got 1, and you've put 12 points of damage into that one.
Okay, cool. All right, great. I don't think there's... if I move, he gets an attack of opportunity,
right.
The dog?
Yep.
I'm going to do that anyways.
Yeah.
I am going to take it and move towards Zephyr.
18?
Yep, hit, match.
Okay. 3 points of damage.
I go, ha! And I run like the Copper Tone Kid. I got my drawers.
There you go. Blink Scooby Dog. Love it. All right, it's Rufus' turn. Miguel, it is yours.
I have these 2 blink dogs next to me.
That's right.
They've been not doing a lot. I see my buddy Zephyr down below with an ogre and 3 of these things on him, and so Miguel turns down his face into the alleyway, and his eyes, their prismatic nature, sort of seems to move through the spectrum more to red and orange. And they're hoping I can catch 2 of the dogs if they're side by side. A 5-foot diameter sphere of flame bursts into existence, and they both need to roll me dexterity saving throws against my flaming sphere.
Yeah, when Drake's asking, this is the 3rd D&D game this week. He's seeing where they've ended up punching puppies. What's he got against puppies? It's company policy right now. We've all been instructed to punch as many puppies as possible. A 22 and a 13. Looks like 1 saves.
Okay, so it's half damage. It's be 15 damage to the one that does not save. It's half damage to the other one.
Okay, 15 on the first. That is enough to kill it. How do you want it to die?
So I think the sphere just basically, as it sort of goes from a point of light out into this 5-foot diameter sphere, it just sort of engulfs one of them, and it just sort of, as you were saying, they disappear. That almost like flash paper just vaporizes into nothing. The other one, I guess, can sort of dodge out of the way a little bit.
Alrighty, yeah, just kind of manages to get away from most of the hit, but still gets burnt in the process. Anything else you want to do, Miguel?
So it says this on the spell, and I think that this is doable. Some of them say on your other turns you can use a bonus action. This says on a bonus action you can move it.
Sure.
So I now would like to move the sphere to go slam in to the ogre and make him make that dexterity saving throw as well.
Let's do just that. His dex save is a 18.
It's against the 16, so it's still half damage. Do you want me to re-roll the damage, or do we stick with that 15?
Let's just stick with that.
Okay, so he takes half that, 7.
Beautiful. Nice. Good. All right, Miguel, that's a good turn again. And Ferrin, you're back. I think you're close to Zephyr, and you've got your blink banished puppy has reappeared.
Yeah. Okay, but the banished puppy is not about to bite me, though.
No.
Right. Perfect. Okay, let's aim for this one that has been messing with Zephyr. Then.
Okie dokie.
And then on this new turn, I'm going to try and use my second magical arrow, the grasping arrow.
Ooh.
So we'll see if it, works.
Let's do that.
And that 20!
Oh boy, number 5.
With
Of
the
6?
6, actually, 6.
Oh, it's a vicious longbow, so it gets even better.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Oh, that felt really good. Okay, let me just... I don't think I put the damage in here correctly, so I'm just gonna, roll it out.
No worries, yeah.
Oh yeah, and it's magic, so you get that
I'm gonna
plus...
put a goddamn, crit counter on the screen now.
Yeah. I have it written down. Everybody just boarded me. I know what's it.
For those mentioning the Royal Corgis, there was once a one-shot in which I played the Queen, whose Corgis were actually were-Corgis, and they had to, sneak into their grounds. It was a very odd game.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and so the target, they're gonna take another... Jesus Christ. There's so many things happening here.
So much math.
They're gonna take an extra 2d6 poison damage.
Alrighty.
Also.
Oh boy, and is this on one of the dogs, or is this on the ogre?
No, this is on whichever one was about to do some nasty damage to Zephyr.
The big guy, yeah?
Yeah, and
Okay.
so if they want to get out of the brambles, they need to make a strength save, and if not, they take 2d6 slashing damage every time they move 1 foot or more.
Okay. So the total damage on this is 18 plus 11, 20?
Well, isn't it all doubled? All those dice are... Oh, no, because it's a vicious, so the 2d6 is the crit.
Is the
Yep, so it's 22, then plus... Are you doubling the... and is the spell damage doubled?
Sure.
Okay.
So it's
I believe
44
it does, right?
total.
I believe it should.
It's a part of the shot. I mean,
Yeah.
so it'd be 44 total
I'm pretty
damage.
sure because you're playing a fighter as well.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
44. Wait, shouldn't the dice get doubled, not the number?
Well, because it's 22 from the arrow. It's 22 damage from the arrow, and then 2d6 from the brambles, which would then be 11, which is then 22 if you're doubling dice. So 22
No.
plus 22 is 44.
Okay. But did not the dice rolled get doubled rather than the number doubled? So we shouldn't double the number 11, we should roll another 2d6.
My brain is melting.
Oh,
Right.
Why
okay.
are we doubling and why? Okay.
Alright, so this is confusing, so let me talk you through it. So you've got a d8, which is just your bow damage, right?
Correct.
Okay, so the d8 also gets doubled, so it should be 2d8 plus 5.
All right,
roll-
let's roll
No.
another one.
because it's vicious. Vicious, you don't double the 8, you roll 2d6 additional.
Okay. So you got the 1d6, you got the 2d6 from the vicious, you got an extra 2d6, and you got another 2d6 to roll. So just roll 2 more d6,
There you go.
and then
Okay.
we'll do math. This is incredibly complex, let me tell you.
Okay,
Yeah, vicious weapons drive you nuts.
there you go.
Yeah, accurate introduction to D&D combat. See, this is how we do it, guys. We play D&D every day, and honestly, sometimes...
Is everybody learning
you get-
something today?
I'm trying.
So 38.
Everybody's
38
learning.
math. Alright, now we do more math. Now that we've successfully created math, now we have to do math in addition to the math which we just did. Honestly, D&D 5e is fun, guys. Sometimes some math just gets in my way. All right.
Oh, God.
38 plus
38.
math. Cool. It's not dead.
Are you?
Good time.
What?
Yeah.
After all that,
Yeah.
the math
I
was
take back.
The math is
The
against
D5 is not.
he just holds his head from the psychic damage of the math.
Well, if he tries to move more than 1 foot, he
There you
takes
go.
another 2d6. So make him run around.
Do we double that? Damn it! I'm kidding. Oh boy, too many shifts. We're all DMs, and then we start trying to figure out rules, and we all rule things differently. So, yeah, it happens. All right, that is Fern. You got anything else, Fern?
I'm gonna do that again.
Yeah, you got another attack, don't you?
Actually, I
Lord.
could. literally
That is
do
one.
that.
Whatever you do, don't crit.
Oh. Okay, it's a 50.
15's a hit.
Okay, this is a lot calmer here. An 8 damage.
4th edition. The math alone should have bored him to death, yeah. Okay, 8 points of extra math. Good stuff. Alright. He's still standing. He took 3 crits last time, so he's got a couple more in him. Alright, looking wounded and upset. Farron, it is your turn. Zephyr, it is yours. Still surrounded by blink dogs and one of these heavies.
All right.
Oh wait, Zephyr? And Greg may have...
Oh, did he freeze?
Yeah, Greg may be freezing for now. I know he's had like loads of storms over there this week. There he is.
Oh,
Greg.
there he is.
Welcome back. I think all that math just like suddenly caught up with Greg.
I was just
He
going
didn't even think
He was processing.
right. I didn't want to do that, so I left. Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
he
Will.
rolled a crit on his attack. He just didn't want to do the math.
I didn't want to do it. Okay, so let me get this straight. I have the big guy in front of me.
Big guy in front.
I still have 3
Doggos.
dogs.
Yep.
Okay. But I also have engaged with the doggos is Rufus. Rufus has run into that engagement
That's
circle
right.
as
Yeah.
well.
That's right.
Okay, so there's 2 of us. Well, as chat said, doing a thoughtful attack last time led to nothing.
True.
So the only thing to do now is to go full barbarian, full reckless. He calls the lightning down on the ogre as he completely dismisses the dogs to his periphery and decides that the ogre is someone that needs to no longer be on this earth. So he is going to attack them. First off, I need a
Dex.
dex save. Please.
Dex is a 12.
I have a 13. So he will take 3 lightning damage.
Ooh, nice.
And then I am going to reckless attack with the Warhammer.
Nice. Welcome in, Forgotten as
How's-
well.
how's a 22?
Well, that'll do it.
Okay, that's 8 plus 2, so that would be 10. And then.
Nice.
And it would have been an 8, but because I
Mm.
reckless, here we go.
Don't think things through. That's a lesson for today.
So 12. So that's a total of 22 damage on this guy, plus the 3 for the
Okay,
lightning.
that's
So
right.
25 damage on this bad boy.
How does it die?
Brutally. As Zephyr has taken a tremendous amount of damage, Greg has taken a tremendous amount of math damage. I took
Mhm.
D6 last time.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen here is, for a moment, he to narratively explain his disadvantage or his advantage of the foes that attack him next, he drops the shield to the ground, grabs both hands on the warhammer, and just brings it down on this ogre's head. And when it's done, the eyes of the ogre are looking just above its collarbone as he blasts it into the chest cavity. And as it lands, he just sits there for a second, and then he spits on it, because this thing beat me up.
Nice. Falls down dead to the ground, completely smitten by all of the flurry of attacks that have wounded it. I think collectively both of these guys have taken like all of the crits today, so they went down faster than expected, but they did not go down without a fight. Alright, that's Zephyr's turn. It's the top of the round. We still got some blink doggos on us. So Rufus, you have one that you ran away from. He's going to bamf after you and hit you on a 14.
Nope.
Not going to do it. Miguel's still got one on him as well. Miguel, that is an 18 to hit you. Yeah.
That'll hit.
That'll do it. That'll do, Donkey. That'll take 6 points of piercing, I believe. And we've still got the one that's... Go ahead.
Ooh, and my concentration drops on the
Ooh.
sphere
Nice.
with that nat 1, nat 20 split.
Wow.
I like that.
So the
What's
sphere-
we only trust cats. Yes. Nice. For good reason. For good reason. Can't trust these doggos. Alright, so Miguel's concentration lapses as he takes the 6 points of damage. Zephyr's still got the 3 doggos on him. For a 15... Actually, a 19 because there's advantage with a reckless.
That hits.
Let's see. The 15 on the second. And the 21 on the third. So it's 2 hits. So total of... I'll just do this together for you. 7 points of damage. Well, yeah,
3?
1 and 3 and 4 and
Oh.
yeah, math. Just do 3. That's easy.
Okay.
Cool. And then one that was on Ferrin is going to bamf after her after he's been banished. I mean, this is a common theme where they get upset after. Oh, damn. So a hit on Ferrin.
Yep.
For 7 points of damage. It kind of. It's really upset after its brief stay in the Feywild. It's actually come back and it's wearing like loads of garlands of flowers and roses over it now, and it's not happy about its new decorations.
Okay.
But with only a couple of them left standing, we've got Rufus. Your turn, my friend.
It is. He's got still 1 dog, correct?
One doggo. Yep.
And then now I'm in range of the other 3 that are on
That's right.
Zephyr.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to punch more puppies.
That's right. National Punch Puppy Day.
22, 15, 24. Punch,
Oh.
punch, punch.
All those punches are going to punch puppies.
They are solid puppy punches. And
Take a look at these puppies.
yeah. Why don't we put the 8 on the one that I'm currently fighting?
Okay.
I'll whip around and put 1 in the face of 2 that are fighting Zephyr.
Nice. So 8 on that, and then 13 on one of the ones that's fighting Zephyr. Nice. Cool. The one on you is looking very kind of. Looks like it's about to dissipate, but it's just about on its last doggy leg. Rufus, anything else you want to do?
I'm gonna do this thing I've not done called Stunning Strike.
Aha.
Where I'm gonna use another key point. And because I made an attack, I get another, and you have to, it has to succeed on a Constitution saving throw or be stunned. So I guess it bases on a hit.
Okay, what kind of saves do you need to make, sorry?
Constitution.
See how constitutional this dog is. Very.
No! An 18.
Follows the Constitution to the letter.
Yeah, so you're not stunned, but, that's okay.
Fair enough.
Will be. He will be.
He will be when he's dead.
He will be.
Alright then, that is Rufus's turn, which takes us to Miguel's turn.
So Miguel, being up close and personal with his doggo in his face, he's going to attack out with his daggers again. First, with a 21.
That'll do it.
For 7 points of piercing damage.
Nice, and let's go back to my sheet of math. Okay, not quite enough to kill it, but certainly on his last legs.
Taking my second attack, 11 is not going to hit, and then going to do my offhand on a 15.
That'll get him.
And with 3 piercing, does it take care of him?
How do you murder this puppy?
This puppy broke my concentration. Miguel just looks and goes, bad dog, and just and basically takes his 2 daggers and just like sort of right in the neck, and
Nice.
pulls them out.
And just dissipates
Do
into
not
mist.
interrupt the man while he was doing what he does best. Well, what he does second best.
Alright, and that is Miguel's turn. Anything else you want to do, Miguel? Nope.
Nope, that's it.
Theron, it is back to you. Back to you in the studio.
Can you, paint the scene for me again?
Yeah, you got a couple of dogs on Zephyr, who you're pretty close to right now. You've got, one which is on you, and one which is just standing next to Rufus. You're within about 10 feet of all of these.
Okay. The one that's close to me that just bit me, or whatever it did to me.
Yes, the one that has been banished is now wearing a garland of roses.
Yes, that one. The puppy covered in flowers. I want to stab it. Yeah, I think I will actually use my rapier on this.
Okay.
Because I think it might be a little bit too close to fire.
Yeah, you would have the disadvantage.
So, we'll do something different. 11.
11's not quite enough, but you got your second attack.
Yeah, we try it again.
Oh, let that crit counter go up. All the way to 7. I feel like it needs to be bigger. There we go.
Such a fun game.
What a good game this is.
And then 19.
19, yes. How does it die?
Kill the flowery puppy. Yeah, I imagine like it comes up to me to bite me, and as it like opens its mouth, I just like stab it like right through the throat.
Nice. It just goes and just dissipates once again into
Kinda makes me sad.
nothingness as the murderless flowery puppy on a Saturday night. That is Dungeons and Dragons, everybody. Do you want to move or anything else? You're pretty close to the others if you wanted to engage, or you could stay back and stay out of melee of the other dogs.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay where I am for right now.
Good idea. Zephyr, it's your turn. We have just a few poppers left. 2 on you.
So yeah, 2 on me basically, and 1 on Rufus, correct?
That's correct. And I think there's 1 on Miguel still, just... Yeah. Oh, no, he's dead. No.
Yeah, I thought, yeah, okay. So I'm going to concentrate 2 reckless attacks. Well, the first reckless attack is going on one of my dogs. The one that Rufus backhanded for the 8 damage the last time. I want to focus on the wounded one first.
Mm-hmm.
So first I'm going to call down the thunder.
Call down the thunder for, let's see, Dex on these guys is also +3, that's handy.
And I was wrong, it's a DC 15.
That's a nat 20 from me!
Well,
Oh,
shit.
got up to 8. Beautiful. Good.
And that doesn't mean anything because we don't count the damage for that.
Yeah.
So, 16.
16 will do it.
7 9, and then
Nice.
19
let's
plus
see,
12. So that would be 21 total bludgeoning damage to the one that was
Nice.
already hit for 8.
You killed the first one with your first swing, and the second one can go into the second dog, which is yet to be wounded. Takes to 12.
Okay.
Cool.
And then I'll back to back with the big man. As the big man has come in and helped me
Nice.
out, I will back up to Rufus until we're shoulder to shoulder blade.
Nice. All right, that takes us to the top of round 6, and we've got the Blink Doggos. 1 on Rufus for a 5. 1 on Zephyr. Has advantage? Do you attack recklessly? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, I did. Yes, he does.
that's right.
But that doesn't hit.
Ain't gonna do it. And second one for a 13, so both are going to miss. And at this point, I'm going to just let you guys describe to me how you clean up this fight, because they don't have much health left. I don't much feel like going through all this again. So, Zephyr and Rufus, back to back, how do you guys do it?
A countdown.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Boom! And we just both
Yeah.
smash. Yeah.
Nice.
The one in front of us.
Absolutely. I think I belly flop the last one.
Oh, yeah.
Straight up sumo it. Just
Oh, nice. Awesome. So with the last countdown to finish off the rest of these Blink Dogs, the last of them are dissipated into blue mist with a the sign of the mysteriously dark-robed stranger who appeared in the street. It does not appear that he is still there any longer. However, the bodies of the 2 thugs are within sight, and as it has been 6 rounds and over half a minute now, people have started to, realize what's going on out here. Howard the librarian has, closed the doors on this whole thing, but other people are looking out their windows. There are kind of shouts and cries in the distance. You can hear a kind of some kind of city guard horn as there are murders happening in the street and, fighting. So what do you guys want to do as we're still in a bit of action here?
yeah, I stand up and go, where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Where is Soprano around in sight?
Yes, Soprano isn't far from you guys, and actually we'll let your perception checks roll from previously. And he's kind of cowering in the corner of the streets and kind of calls over and is like, we'd better get out of here.
Rufus like picks him up puts him on his feet, by the scruff of his neck, basically. He says, "No, not him. The shadowy figure that called the dogs. Did you not see it? Him, it, they."
Will, did that person look like Orman? Same height of the wizard from...
you'd put it more to be Casimir, the figure that you lost in the Dark Arcanum, or who rather lost you.
He looked familiar. We should, where we going? What was we doing? The library doesn't seem safe to hide no more.
Miguel's made his way down at this point, if that's cool.
Oh, that's cool, me, yeah. We're out of combat.
And I just say, perhaps, and since I had scoped it out before, I look at the closest sewer entrance and go, shall we go back on the ground? We do not want the wardens to descend upon us and find us here.
But what about the little girl, Nepatak? She's
She's inside the library.
Yes, we should need to retrieve Nepatak for sure.
You know what? I said we go in the library.
Well, there is the side door right here off the alley, because that's what I was guarding.
That's right. Yeah, well, let's do that. Let's sneak into the library and try to hide amongst the books. That's what Rufus is like. I'm good. He's actually gonna, grab the two bodies as well and drag them in with them.
Okay, Rufus is probably going to need help with this because they are both,
pretty big,
7 foot tall ogres.
All right, cool. We shouldn't leave anything behind. We need to pull the bodies in.
Okay.
Zephyr's heavily bleeding, and he grabs one of them. Go.
Oh no, mine's a 9. I didn't do so well in that athletics check to drag them.
You can run me an athletics check here as well, Zephyr.
Yours will be better.
You guys are
Too heavy.
Basically, the two of them, you both pick up an arm and you're like, heave, and then you don't go anywhere. You move like a little bit, but you haven't got the momentum. Like, moving these guys is going to be hard, and you have to bring them up a set of steps and into a library.
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna
Can we do a quick check on them?
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, you could pat them down if you want.
Yeah, let's do that as quickly as possible. What kind of roll you want for that?
Nothing. Yeah, you don't have to give me a roll on that one. You can pat them down. They've got, like, basic weapons on them. They don't have any potions or anything like that.
Okay.
And one of them will carry a little book on him. She won't get a chance to look through, but it looks like a little notebook, diary type deal.
I'll grab it and run with it into the library.
Rufus is gonna hold this little book in front of his face and be like, "I'm eating."
I can't read it, but I know it's important.
As we run in, I see Zephyr's condition, and I lay a hand on his shoulder and just say, we're not done yet, pirates. Come on. It's a long night ahead of us. And heal him for 7 by healing hands.
Okay, thank you, brother. Will, we're in the alleyway. There isn't anybody that can see us, but there's a collection of people that are kind of gathering because they heard something, correct? Is that how you describe it?
Yeah, people aren't so much gathering to look at their bodies. They have probably seen, if not at the very least heard, some of this fighting that's been going on down here. And more so like calling for help than anything else. Guards haven't arrived yet on the scene, but it's only a matter of time.
Okay, I would like to try to do something and see if I can hide these bodies, so it would at least slow them down in their understanding of what happened. I'm assuming that the library, as it was explained, doesn't have a traditional roof. It's kind of gabled and things like that.
Sure, yeah.
It's okay. Can he use? I'd like to use Mingle of the Wind and grab one of these because I can take 500 pounds. I'd like to grab one of these and take it up to the roof, drop it off on the roof, kind of hide it at an elevation, and go get the other one and bring it up. Can I do that?
Sure.
Kind of clear the alleyway.
Sure.
What do you need from me for that?
Just give me a let's see. Let's roll me an Arcana check here.
Excuse me, you said strength?
Strength is actually just an anagram of Arcana.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh!
if only. That sweet 20 is just so close. Like, you start to do this, it's gonna take you longer than you expected for you to get this done. It's your call as you're like halfway through doing it, whether or not you want to stay another 20 seconds and finish it up, or if you want to just, bolt.
I just as he's doing that, one sort of floating up in the air, the other one's still in the alley. Miguel pantses the ogre and say, "Just drop them on top of each other. That will cause more confusion." And run into the alley to.
Zephyr will do so and run into the library because,
All right.
of course.
All right, everybody, give me stealth checks as you run into the library.
Oh,
what is
there you go,
it?
Farron.
I'm sneaky. I'm very sneaky.
We're out of combat and all those 20s are...
Oh, there they go.
Everyone else is like,
Yeah, you guys are not the quietest into the library. That is fair enough, or at least not the.
We don't blip. We're not the library types.
Yeah, 4 figures running over into the library after there's been a fight in the area. Like, people are more drawn to look, I suppose, and there's nowhere really to hide on the sprint over. But you guys do find yourselves back inside the library, not far from where your initial meeting with Soprano and he reads things first occurred.
Grab Soprano and kind of collar him
Yep.
and drag him to the front so we can talk to Howard. And as soon as Howard's in sight, just be like, "Get us out of here. There has to be another way."
Soprano kind of comes along like, "Oh, you don't have to do that so much." When you run past the point where Nepatak and he reads things were, you don't see sight nor sound of either of them.
Oh, that jerk.
All right. Can I roll an investigation on the area? I'd like to maybe just see if there are like
Sure.
footsteps or signs of a struggle or something.
Absolutely.
When I'm not in combat, I'm useless. Yeah.
It's that thing when you're like in a video game and it thinks you're in combat, and so you can't do anything else. Like
You're just,
you're
like,
in
running
combat
around,
right
like,
now.
"Aw."
The combat music is still playing,
You
and
have to cast travel.
Like I'm just trying to save the game.
you can't save your game right now. Yeah, you can't find anything. I mean, like you're looking around the bookcases, you look on top of the bookcase, she's not there. You look around the floor, but it's just like a library floor, so it's not like there's like mud tracks or anything like that. It's just stone.
Okay, I turn to Howard, and I go, "What did you say? Where'd they go?"
He looks at you, and he doesn't seem able to speak.
Yes or no? Did someone did he talks too much? Reads things. Say
What? Yes.
take our friend, the little Air Genasi girl.
Yes.
Did he take him out the back door, front door, back door?
He doesn't seem to be able to answer.
Did they go out the front door?
No.
Did they go out the side door?
No.
Is there another exit?
Yes.
Is it downstairs?
Yes.
Can you
take
show
us
us?
to the- yeah.
Yes.
Well, chop there,
You
friends.
guys got
Howard.
it. So yeah, he goes yes, and the owl man begins to kind of like walk you. He's going at like a fast clip down through the library. You come to one of these sections of the library by a wall, and he pulls out a book. And throughout the book, the wall slides back. The heavy kind of masonry just pulls itself back, and there's a staircase that leads downwards, presumably in some kind of cellar or basement area. And he just kind of gestures with his owly arm / wing.
You have many secrets, my friend Howard.
Yes.
Are you in danger right now?
No.
Is
Thank
your
you.
family still in danger?
Yes.
We promised.
We are going to help. If we take care of, he reads things. Will we will we get your family safe?
Yes.
Done.
We've got it.
Soprano's there. It's like, I don't know what's going on here. This isn't planned at all. When's the boat? Is the boat close?
As soon as you get us into the tower.
All right. I'll try and get you into the tower. I said I would, didn't I? Hey?
You said it, yes.
All right. My word is my promise. My promise is my word. I make promises with words.
Howard, is there anything we should be aware of down here?
No.
Okay. Just making sure. It's a scary basement!
Yes.
He goes, well, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
Yes.
Bye.
Yes.
One day we are going to have a long conversation over tea. I look forward to it, my friend Howard.
Yes.
No.
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 The savagery. I just had a fight, but that was more savage. Yeah, okay, so Howard's just kind of waiting there. Soprano will happily be like pushed down the staircase below if prompted to. At the time that you're doing that, you'll begin to hear a kind of dum 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 on the library doors, big double doors that Howard has closed. And you kind of open up, and Howard kind of prompts you to go forwards down into the basement, puts the book back in place, and the stone slides back in place right there for you guys. So before you there is a staircase which leads down into darkness. What do you guys want to do?
I don't want to lead the way.
Well, I can't say nothing.
I was going to say we need light, don't we? Miguel casts light onto his feathered earrings, so it's kind of a nice sort of gives out light almost like a lantern up at his head height for our non-dark vision friends to be able to see.
And I can light any torches or anything that we might have because I pressed
Okay, cool.
prestidigitation. That one.
Yep.
Okay.
Is it like terribly, terribly dark, or does it light it well enough?
Yeah, the light cantrip is going to be enough to give you vision down here, enough to at least see in front of you where you're walking.
We should hurry if we're going to catch him. Rufus turns around to the group.
Look, I look at Rufus and go, yes.
I don't like it when you do that.
No.
Head down the stairs, yeah?
Okay, so
Yeah.
Sorry, who's leading the way? Is that Rufus?
Zephyr.
Zephyr is,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
How does Zephyr look?
Yeah, how are you looking right now?
Really beat up?
On a scale of 1 to 100, Zephyr looks like about a 31.
I see. I see. Rufus goes, a friend. I put a hand on his shoulder. I know you're hurting. Just take a step back, and I'll just to be in front, just in case, because I'm at pretty much full health. So, I don't need you dying on me.
Zephyr nods. All right.
Just take a step back. It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, he does not fight as he voluntarily.
I guess Rufus will lead the way then.
Okie dokie. So, let's see. So, as Rufus, you're leading the way. Are you guys trying to go quietly? Are you trying to go quickly? What's the plan down here?
I kind of want to catch up, but I also don't want to get ambushed. What do you guys think?
I say quickly.
I'll agree. I think time is of the essence.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go.
Okay. As you head down, I'd like whoever's leading the way to roll me a perception check. I know I asked who was leading the way a minute ago. I have already forgotten.
I'm on it with a giant 7. I see nothing.
Just wanted to confirm I have indeed forgotten what I was saying.
I'm just like failing at these skill checks today.
Nice. The only thing that you're going to spot on the way down here, Rufus, with the light cantrip guiding the way, is that there are droplets of blood on the floor that seem to be leading a trail headed in the same direction that you guys are. Someone was bleeding down here, and not too long ago.
I turn around and go, well, she can't bleed, right?
Yeah, she can't bleed.
Well, it can be her blood. Can I taste it?
Oh my god.
Sure.
Can I maybe decipher
You may
what?
taste the blood.
I don't know.
No.
Is it nature or medicine?
No.
Yeah, is it soup or tea?
The blood tastes
I'm
very
wondering more and more about what you put in your soup.
Yeah, Rufus, you try some advanced science of seeing if indeed there is such a way to decipher that. But if there is, you don't have the skill
I don't
set.
have the ability.
So,
I'll be honest. It tastes like blood.
I'll be honest, guys.
Thanks for the
So the good news is it's not the girls because she's not in fact able to lead. But can we follow it? Is it defined enough we can follow it?
Yeah, it certainly is. It's every couple of steps. It looks like there is flecks of blood, and it doesn't look like whoever is bleeding is like dying from the wound.
Right.
It looks like probably quite a superficial cut. There's a fair amount of blood, enough for you to trace, but not so much as to be like, okay, this is like an arterial wound, which is, slowly getting worse and worse. But it is fairly easy to follow down here, and you're basically headed for a tunnel underground, which you would suspect probably once served as some kind of basement or cellar area, maybe some way of storing spare books, because down here are old like bookcases of musty, old-smelling books. The kind of really old editions of books that no one wants. You see 3.5 down here. Kidding. And as you
Wow. Wow.
shots fired.
Just kidding. As you I can't wait to read the chat. I'm waiting for the YouTube comments on that one as well. Will hates 3.5. And then someone
deserve to be on this.
someone to clip it and put it on Twitter and be like, "Is this just disgraceful, Wizard?" So it's gonna happen. So, you head down past the old bookcases of Forgotten Realms books, because they have been forgotten. See what I did there? And eventually this tunnel comes to a full stop, a dead end. There is a tunnel with stone at the end of it. And, Rufus, this is very confounding, because there's clearly no door through here, but the blood has led you this way.
And to this wall.
To the wall, yeah.
I guess I turn to the group. I am strictly following this trail, which says that they in some way had to leave this place. So maybe we should search for like another trapdoor or something. If we don't got books this time, but. And I start like patting the wall down, like looking for holes or anything to like something to pop the wall to move it, anything.
Sure, you guys can roll me investigation checks if you're looking here.
13.
It's 11 for Miguel.
12.
2 13s is a 26 though. Just
That's not true.
That's not how D&D
I
works.
mean, in some ways that is true, but on a more real sense. Yeah. Let's see, 13, 12, 11, and 13. The wall is itself real, so if you were suspecting maybe it was some kind of illusionary wall, it doesn't seem to be the case. There does not seem to be some kind of hatch or lever or anything around here which, suddenly reveals the door to be moved again, as far as you guys can see.
Anything in the ceiling?
You could roll me a perception check on the ceiling. No. It doesn't look like it. Your best guess is that someone teleported through to somewhere else.
Is there any residual there? Can I do like an Arcana
Yeah,
or
you
something
give
to see
me
if
an
there's a
Arcana,
warlock,
yeah.
to see if there's some kind of
Yeah.
magic?
There is.
I'm a celestial warlock.
Yep. Nope. It's a blank canvas you guys are staring at right now.
So today in our Tomb Insight, what to do when your players can't roll for crap.
Smile.
Yeah.
Cackle.
Well, I don't think that Howard would have just sit us down here if there's not the way out, but I don't know about the lots of you, but I can't make like teleportation or portals or nothing.
I look to Soprano. What do you know of this? Do you know of this?
I don't know, mate. I just go down here with you, didn't I?
Oh, son.
Looks like a wall to me. I guess, maybe some old smuggler's tunnel. Might be a hatch or something around here, or something hidden behind bookcases or something like that. I don't know. But if I know he reads things, he can certainly do more than just read things. If you know what I mean, there's a lot of things that he can do.
Pretend I don't know what you mean.
Okay, I will.
What do you in fact mean by that?
Oh, I see. That's what you meant.
Yes.
Well, he can also do magic. In it, like moving through places like walls like this to escape from plucky adventurers who are trying to save the day.
Can I test to see how stable the wall is?
Sure. It seems like a wall. You've felt walls before. It feels a bit like them. Could it be taken down? Probably. It might take you a while to do so.
All right.
Well, I remember in 3.5, we were able to disbelieve things that we believed to be illusions.
This is true.
Is there a way for Zephyr to disbelieve that this is an illusory wall?
Roll me a d20. And then...
here it comes. Click your heels together 3 times.
There you go.
I got it 2, but in 3.5,
that's enough.
An 8.
Yeah, that's enough. And step 2 is you get fucked. So luckily, Zephyr manages to pick up a manual and very, very quickly goes through this process, but not to any avail.
Zephyr quickly comes to the same conclusion that everybody came to about 3.5. What? Throws it away.
Just throws it away. Sets fire low.
So we all got caught up in the musty books and what was down here. Can we backtrack to that? The blood led this way, or we just kind of thought.
The blood definitely led this way. There's no other ways through here as far as you can see. You could backtrack and see if there are secret passages elsewhere down here, but it looks like the blood did lead this way.
All right, Rufus is like, everybody just back up. I'm gonna take the wall down. We're gonna go through the way they went through, just less magical.
Are you sure about that, Rufus? Are you okay?
What's the worst that could happen? And so he backs up.
Plenty of bad things that could happen.
He goes, "What? Do you see another hatch? Is there one that my eyes don't find?"
Perhaps I'm not the smartest knife in the drawer, but perhaps we back up a little bit and see. We came through a bookcase. Perhaps those bookcases. Maybe there's more way than one to skin this doggo. Since we're talking about dogs today.
I thought we was following the blood, which came here.
Well, perhaps he who reads things can take this shortcut, but we might need to take the long way around because we are not as magical.
I see. We got the wall.
Before you go and bang your head against the wall, not that I would not enjoy such a thing.
I was actually going to just, light from my face, but that's fine.
Oh,
I don't have to do it with my hands.
See, we're just not used to it because you just got this super magical forehead, so we have to get used to the fact that you can do that now.
I've never used it to take a wall down before.
Well, you got to start somewhere.
Yep.
We can try. If it doesn't work, then we'll do what Miguel said, which is walk it.
Sounds like we have a plan here. So, Rufus, you're gonna be able to hit the wall. So roll me the damage. And how many beams you want to do?
So in fact, I get 1 at 7 points of damage, and I'm gonna go ahead and make an extra attack and do it again.
All right.
At a 23 that time, 14 points of damage on the wall.
Okay, so you are going to batter through the wall. It doesn't completely blast this thing away, but it does chip through enough where you guys can see, open bricks beyond that leads into a corridor further on, and it's probably only a matter of time before Zephyr can just smash through the warhammer and break through the rest of it. You've crumpled away most of the stone, and the quite thin wall really is open on the other side. The blood trails as you step through, as though you've just burst in through a bank and a robbery.
I'm like the Kool-Aid man breaking through a wall.
Hey, Kool-Aid. Yeah, Miguel.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's amazing.
I take this seriously. I'm sorry. We did it. See, I told you I could get through the wall.
Go, Remus!
Well, Miguel kind of crosses his arms. You are a man of many talents, even more than I expected. So, hey, lead the way, big man.
I'm gonna try to squeeze through what I assume is probably a hole that's just big enough for my body.
That's right. Yeah, you could go pop all the way through.
Yeah.
And as you do so,
Uh-oh.
let me see here. I am an agent of Elminster in the Forgotten Realms. Continue to watch the streams for more clues, and remember, leave no stone unturned.
Like we hear that coming from the wall?
So
Sorry?
watch the streams.
We hear that when we come through the wall, that's what someone says that?
Says what?
Says the thing about turning over stones.
I'm sorry, I must have missed something. You guys said it to me again?
We go through the wall and something streams
There's some
from Ella dude.
Oh, there are stones that come off the wall when you blast through them. Is that what you guys talking about?
Rufus starts flipping them over.
So yeah, we're like shoveling through them like comb.
Did you guys hear that? Yeah.
Yeah. You guys come through the wall and there are stones there, and the tunnel leading onwards. That's pretty much all.
Okay. Do we see the blood?
Yeah, there's blood there. There's no one talking or anything, though, if that's what you guys are saying.
Huh. Okay.
Rufus is on track with the blood. Chelsea, on the other hand, is a smidge confused and a bit worried about Will.
I'm feeling fine. I mean,
Should I
Kind
go
of-
like check on him? He's in the other room.
kind of forgot like the last 10 seconds or so. I kind of blanked, but other than that,
You don't smell like burnt toast or anything, right?
I think so.
We'll move on, I guess.
Well, something weird must happen. Some kind of glitch in the matrix there.
Okay. Blood. We follow it. How? Straight
Okay,
passage.
So you follow the trail onwards. Why didn't you roll me a perception check? I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the VOD. I don't. That's weird.
I'm gonna let Miguel roll it this time. Rufus has been doing really
Wait,
poorly.
are we all
It does have
rolling?
advantage.
I'm totally confused about everything. Are we all rolling? Who's talking? Where are we?
Who are we and what is this place?
What game is this? Two nat 20s! Two
Oh
nat-
my god! Really?
Definitely will take the 2 nat 20s because it's got to be
Good
strong.
lord.
That's 10.
Okay. Seriously, I think that there's something going on with Roll20.
Yeah.
Like since they did the update.
Some.
It's not
I don't know,
100%.
you guys are hearing me speaking weird voices, and then two nat 20s come along. Something strange is definitely going on. But yeah, you guys will come through, and on the nat 20 on the